Okay. Well, good night. Hi, everyone. So I made a stop. I'm not suit up outside the city, outside the house. I went to do some errands, and since a private transaction I was having had some delays, today finally it came to fruition, and and so I was exchanging and making payments and doing checks and all that. So I was thinking about uh, certain topics. I've been talking to some people in the latest videos, and one of the last ones I think was the term stupidity. And this is a QLABOT channel, and we are sometimes going so deep that it gets boring, and philosophical. And I know that something I never liked before, so in the end, if these topics are not relevant, then the core of all what we are doing as QLABots is easily misunderstood or deviated. So I'm drinking a tea here in this hotel, but I was trying to see if talking about what happened today, because I had a conversation with a seller. She has displayed everything from the company. The numbers are red. It's losing money. She's a widow, all that. So today is I don't know if it's my first denial, but I feel it is, because we put an effort into it. Although it was bad, I love the industry, and that's why I've kept trying to push directors to check on it. And because she was motivated, and I was trying to do any type of deal, like even $1 deal, buying the company and then trying to perform, or even the fact that maybe they have to pay us for making the transaction happen, and then also we try to perform. So it was going to be fun, because I don't know anything about the industry. I was trying to find persons or directors with knowledge on it really hard in the last month, and with all my bullshit happening and all that, my drawbacks, my topics. So in the end, I was forcing it, and I always got reminded about, if you want to do a bad deal, you want a deal bad enough, you do a bad deal. So that was it. And my directors were telling me in the last 2 days, and I was trying to make them see or bring me a possibility of even getting paid. That was my point of pushing it. But anyways, they didn't even go in depth into that, or didn't understand me, and didn't want to even explain 2 times or 3 times to insist on something they were losing interest in. But going back to stupidity and trying to connect about the topic of stupidity, and I also connected with when I'm living in my own house with my sibling sister, and then the fact that she has the power to eliminate all stupidity that I'm bringing in her view or to her knowledge but still she thinks I don't have the right to bring those topics, so she is blocked or not listening to what I say, even though I've been repeating it for months. And that's why things never advance with a common goal in the house to try to make the things we agree upon to have a good resolution. It never happened because she didn't want to listen. She didn't think I had the right to bring it. So that's the reason it never walked. And I was being so empathetic to her because she's a family member, and to all her family dealings. And I didn't want to bring it to third parties or my other set of sisters and brothers, so my siblings. And I had to do it, and when I tried to do it with third parties, my siblings, I didn't want to acknowledge the topics or each topic or the long list of topics, because that was the fact that I tried to make it forced to be private between my sibling sister co-living with me and myself. Nothing else or no one else should have learned about the topics that are really intimate from a household standpoint. It's not worth people who are not living with us to know about it. But I kept trying to acknowledge that we are not talking, we are not moving forward with agreements for months and months and months. So all this went to points out of my mind, and it's because of stupidity. She is acting willingly or unwillingly, consciously or subconsciously, like a stupid person. Like she's behaving. I want to put the act. I don't want to blame the person. She's behaving as a stupid person. And in the last meeting, I told her, let's forget about meeting, let's forget about agreements, let's forget about everything, because what I see is you don't want me to express, not even express, because she feels even expressing something to her is a complaint or a future agreement. That's her fear, that's her paranoia, and that's her reason for avoiding me or the meetings or any opportunity to have a dialogue or an exchange. So to that level of stupidity things were getting. And then to make me feel or feel like the environment is going on normal with that thing happening for months and months and months, that's something that it's out of my mind to understand, and that's something that I think makes relationships not move forward. And with our system, with the QLA model, we make things move forward. And although there was stupidity on the part of my sister, and I was dealing it with a very soft and moderate way, by month after month after month, because I wanted to have consideration, empathy, and all that. In the end, it was still the same, because it was not being exposed wide enough to a wider range of people that might then make my sister or my sibling really listen and acknowledge what I was saying and not block any opportunity of dialogue. So at that point, I had to make a decision to expose it to a wide range of persons, maybe the building administration, maybe the local government or police authorities or whatever, like expose it another level up. That was my last almost plan to make her react, but I did a step back and didn't do it. But I feel that that would accelerate the aggressiveness from both parts, but also make her take decisions. So I didn't let her make decisions because I didn't do that. So I'm being nice still. I step back. I'm gonna suck it up and live in a toxic environment where things cannot move towards a positive goal, even when agreed upon. And that's what I say. This is dangerous to allow stupidity, because what the owner is doing now is trying to sell a business when they're acting not responsibly with their company and having the business lose money month after month after month after month, and who knows since when, because I didn't even check the numbers and I don't want to. And that's what I like about the QLA model. So they noticed that. They noticed the price wasn't right. We offloaded assets. We asked for a rental of the necessary assets. So we were trying to make this deal happen. So at the end, I just communicated today we have no interest, and that's because of stupidity in management. So it's easy to say this right now. I never managed a big company, and I probably be in the position at some point, and the allowance or the empathy towards stupidity is what is very dangerous in this society, in your family, with your siblings, with your daughters and sons, with your couple, whatever the stupidity, whatever the stupidity is allowed, is really dangerous. And I told you in the past video, it's sometimes fun because it can make you laugh, but at some point it is mainly worse than better. So stupidity, I think that was the topic for today, and that's the value we bring to this world, because we expose it, and we can expose it so much that it is dealt with quickly and immediately. I didn't do it with my sister, and sometimes I regret it, but for the time being, I'm gonna be like that. I'm going to allow her to create and still keep toxic behaviors and activities in the house I live in. Even though we had agreements and tried to move forward, she didn't want to. Anyways, that's the topic for today, and I hope you like it. And follow, because we need 50 followers to make YouTube Live happen from the mobile phone. That's a silly thing. I hope it works pretty soon with followers. And that's it. See you.